is that flag halfway down? That's weird. Anyways, wow, look at those low-lying, suspicious-looking clouds. Yeah, I still think my sister is the Jesuit leader. Because she's, like I said, she's got an obsession with Vladimir Putin. Flying! My left eye is kind of itchy. Yes, I say, so you think your sister is the leader? Yes, I do. Simply because this leader seems to be obsessed with me and jealous of me. Yeah, see, also knowing Satan, he would try to pick somebody that he felt shared his interests. And he's learned from Laurie McBride that anybody who's obsessed with their own beauty is not going to be to his advantage. Yeah, because Jesus can show them that they're ugly. So, and then, like what happened to Laurie McBride. So, Satan has concluded he wants a leader now who doesn't care about whether they're ugly or not. The only thing they care about is that they're jealous of me and they want to do me harm. But my sister would fit the bill perfectly. You say, what about the Brent Spiner clone? You say, do you think there's like a duo? Maybe Jesus obviously knew my sister would be the new Jesuit leader, which I suspect she is, and that's why he's not going to give her Antichrist powers, because he doesn't want my sister to have Antichrist powers. Simply because she is my sister. You might say, with Jesus as your co-president, can he override your conspiracy law? He sure can. I've given him that authority. You might say, what do you think your sister's motives are for being the Jesuit leader? I'm assuming she's the Jesuit leader, and judging by all the people that she's putting in my path that look just like her, probably she is. I think I'm gonna, yeah, I'm assuming she's the Jesuit leader. Her motives probably, she's just jealous. Let me turn the camera off. My sister is just jealous, that's all. She's just, everything that motivates her is jealousy. She's a sorry person, that's all she cares about. And, yeah, she's just jealous. And all she cares about, I take a little bit of the longer route going this way so that I can give you all more of a walk video. It's also safer, because there are still crazy drivers. I mean, I have to do my walk anyway, right? It's my Gail commandment. I want to make sure it's a half an hour. Yeah, she's just jealous. I think right now she's competing with me. She knows that I'm the U.S. president, and she thinks, I think the only thing that makes her feel good about herself is that she says she lives in this like upper middle class neighborhood in the Atlanta area, though I don't know if that's where she's living right now. She's the Jesuit leader. She could be on the Comstar. But that's her image, you know. She's got a master's degree in public health nursing, and all I have is a bachelor's degree in health education and one in missions and education. So she thinks she's kind of like more socially with it, more respectable, and this is where she's trying to outdo me. Like, oh, what kind of a president are you, living in HUD housing? Well, I'm going to be able to show that you're not really the president and that I will be the president. Basically, I think she's trying to be the president. So she's competing with me. You say, how do you reach someone like that? I'm not really sure. Oh, God, look at that. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure how to reach someone like that. Yeah, I'm going to cross safely. I'm going to go this way. I take the longer route anyway because it's safer. At least on the way up. On the way back, it's debatable. There's the bus stop. That's one of the bus stops that that's a transfer. Yeah. So I don't know. I've been thinking about that. If she's the leader, how do we reach her? I don't think we can reach her until she's happy in her love life. I don't think she's a very happy person in her sex and love life. And she's concluded it's impossible for her, and she's mad at Jesus about it. That's what I think is going on with her. what she doesn't understand is that her unhappiness in love is her own fault. Because who in the world would want to make love to somebody as selfish as her? She'd say, well, it's because you're better looking than me physically. Yeah. You know, I know a lot of guys that are in love with fat women. So you can't just blame it all on physical stuff. Honest to God, I know some guys that genuinely love a fat chick. That maybe not super fat, but you know, somebody not exactly thin. Okay, let's go. So you can't totally blame it on that, okay? And I myself could make love to a fat guy if he had a lot of inner beauty. Honest to God, it wouldn't be a problem for me. And I'm going to take the longer route because I don't want to go past this. And that'll give me good exercise too. So, yeah, so I'm getting my half an hour walk done at the same time that I'm doing my walk. So, yeah, there is a bus stop here. See, my sister and my mother, their strategy with me has been to convince me that that nobody can survive on disability, that you have to have a regular job and like regular job retirement to survive in today's world. That it is impossible to survive on the income that I live off of. And this is part of how she's getting my mother's cooperation by telling my mother that my way of thinking, where I feel like I can survive without the benefits of a regular job, is unrealistic, delusional, and that eventually I'm going to crash. And she's trying to set things up for the crash to prove that she is the more competent, smart, with it sister. Okay? You know, I did crazy stuff. Like in my 20s, I turned down a chance to be an Air Force officer, to go to Air Force officers, to train for missionary service. And, you know, I guess she's claiming that my extreme Christian devotion should be my downfall. And that somebody as crazy as me does not deserve to sing a lot of Jesuits. Apparently my Gail Schuler's not working. Does not deserve to be as happy in love. That somebody who's as with it with her and who follows society's rules should be happier. Oh my goodness, they got somebody using a blow dryer this way. So she's jealous. I'm probably going to be dealing with them in the store too. So I'm not going to violate. This car almost seemed to come out of nowhere. Yep. Okay. So let me just go ahead and go around. You might say, so you think it's your sister? She's proud, okay? Even though she's fat, she's proud. And I will say this much, she is, compared to the average person out there, she did manage to graduate with straight A's with a Bachelor of Science nursing program. And I guess that's she thinks her one redeeming quality, that she's managed in spite of everything to stay off the streets, never have to go on. I don't think she's ever been on welfare her entire life. And I think she's really proud of it too. Yeah. You might say, how did she accomplish that? Probably by playing all the rules. You know, she knows how to play the rules good. Make sure she doesn't do stuff that gets her out of sync with the social mores of the time. So you might say, why is she like that? Why is she so concerned with being socially with it and being the cooler sister, as she puts it? I think it's part of her competition with me. She thinks my one downfall is the fact that I'm the opposite of that. Like, I don't give a flip about being socially with it. When I was in my 20s, I never watched television. I thought Hollywood was a cesspool. And I guess that's one reason she thinks it's kind of ironic that I have all these Hollywood guys that are interested in me. Well, the fact of the matter is, I think they agree with me that Hollywood is a cesspool. And they probably appreciate somebody who's not a celebrity, or wasn't at the time they fell for me, who understands what it's really like to be a celebrity. You know, I don't see them through rose-colored glasses. Basically, I've had my priorities right most of my life. And she hasn't. She's very shallow, like my mother. Too caught up in externals, appearances, too caught up with impressions, and not concerned about what's really important. And the men that I have in my life, they love me because I am concerned about life's true values, that I don't get caught up with the shallow side issues. And she doesn't realize it, but that's what she resents about me. She thinks it's because I'm luckier than her. She says, how can anybody who makes so many stupid decisions, who has to live off of food stamps and disability, and how could anybody get all these hot guys? Well, you know, the point is that if the Jesuits were not interfering with my life, I probably never would have had to go on food stamps. Brent Spiner would have married me right away in 1999, and he would have taken care of me, and I never would have had to go on them. All I can say is, Jesus did say that I and my men are going through what the tribulation saints will be going through, okay? And her mentality is that you're virtuous if you're not poor, basically. So basically, she thinks if you're poor and needy, that means there's something wrong with you. That's her mentality. Now, she knows better than to think that way. She should understand that there are evil people in this world, and sometimes people are poor through no fault of their own. You say, well, if you would play the game and play the system like I do well, you wouldn't be poor. I wouldn't necessarily say that. The problem is it worth it to have financial security if you have to sell your soul to the devil? That's the question she needs to ask herself. And maybe this is how we can reach her. She needs to ask herself if getting social respectability is worth it, if the price you have to pay is you surrender your autonomy, your freedom, and your self-respect. I don't think my sister has any self-respect. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think she respects herself at all. She doesn't hate herself as much. I'm going to have to turn it off, but she doesn't have any self-respect. On my way back, look at the interesting shape of that cloud. Woo! That is weird looking clouds, and like I said, my right eye is... Alrighty, here's the bread I made yesterday. What I did is I froze the leftovers, and whatever I'm going to eat every day, I take out and thaw out on this table. It's already thawed out. That way it'll stay fresh. Since they don't carry bean sprouts at this Kroger, I am going to use snow peas in their place. I'm going to chop them real thin and use that in my fried rice. Yeah, then I bought me some, I like my lettuce. I got me a small thing of all-purpose flour because I used a whole bunch to make that. And another one of these. They had a sale where you could buy one and get one at 50% off. I thought, that's a Satan trick. I would be violating Gail Commandments 2.0 to buy more than one of these because I only need one. So I bought that, and then my lovely probiotic yogurt. Walmart doesn't carry this. Yeah. In fact, I don't even think Publix carries this. So to get this, I have to get this at Kroger. Kroger's really big into organic stuff. That's probably why they carry it. So here's what I got today. Today is laundry day, so I'm going to be busy. Plus, I have to make a YouTube video. I mean, I've been making cooking videos, but I don't have to make a YouTube video, but I feel like I should to make sure I obey this one right here. I'm not sure cooking videos qualify for this one. Victories, defeats, and daily struggles. Cooking videos don't exactly cover that. So, okay, let me just go ahead and upload this to my computer, and then I can make my YouTube.